will never be our people, and the house of Fulanis has their judgment to come. But anyhow, continue reading.
Right? We have swallowed her up.
Yeah, that's what they say. We swallowed them after they win the war and whatnot, you know, and you know, them and the British, they bounce the champagne glass, we swallow them up, we lick them up.
Certainly, this is the day that we look for.
Certainly, this is the day that we look for. We crush these Igbos. We crush these Yorubas. We crush these Israelites. This is the day we look forward for. Go ahead.
We have found. We have seen it.
We've seen the day. We live to see this day. Go ahead.
Yahweh had done that which he had devised.
Yeah, the most, but they're so stupid. It's the Most High that make it to become like that. It's the Most High did it so. Because why we were disobedient.
28 and 15.
Right?
Aye. Yahweh had done that which he devised. He had fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old.
In the days of old. That is why we are in the condition that we are in today, to this day.
Says Deuteronomy 28 and 15 on down.
Go ahead, yeah.
Right? He had thrown down and had not pitied.
Yeah. The Most High threw us down, he didn't pity. Because when they go back to the curse to the Most High, he said, that's how I was happy when all the servant man, whatnot, so forth, I will be happy to throw all that down when all they decide to go off. Just roughly paraphrasing, back to the curses again. Right?
So I could please them to bruise Yahweh Shai.
Can.
Please them to bruise his people.
Can.
His people, his property.
Can. Right? I'll take guys in there.
Alright, let's read to the bottom here.
Yeah.
Right? He had thrown down and had not pitied, and he had caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee.
Yeah, he caused our enemy to rejoice over thee, and to this day all our enemies are rejoicing over us.
And he had set up the horn of thine adversaries, the power of our adversaries. Right?
Starting at Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Go ahead.
Right? Their heart cried unto the Lord, O wall of the daughter of Zion, let tears run down like a river day and night. Give thyself no rest. Let not the apple of thine eye cease.
This is what we're begging for. You know, because we in tears. You know, we in mourning.
Tears of the sun.
Can't tears of the sun up. Tears of the sun up.
They know.
They know. They didn't just make that movie with Bruce Willis and whatnot just to make it, just the, you know, for action, for enjoyment. No, they're rubbing it in your face.
But they study these scriptures.
Can. Alongside with secular history. They know what they're doing. Alright? So now, you're going to, let me go to now to Joel to link something. You go to Joel 3 for me. I'm going to go and get my phone quick. Yeah.
Right, this is book of Joel.
Shit. Check and see if it's pumping it.
Yeah, man.
I'll put it up, right?
Yeah.
Alright, good. Right. Yeah, Joel 3. Joel 3 and start from the top.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat,
which is Yahweh's judge,
and will plead with them there for my people.
Right, he will judge them there for his people. Go
and
ahead.
For my heritage Israel.
And for my people, my heritage Israel. Go ahead.
Whom they have scattered among the nations.
Yeah.
And parted my land.
And parted my land, right? When you go back to Ezekiel 36 and 5, you'll get that prophecy where Esau Edom, the Mosiah is angry with Esau Edom, right? For doing that wickedness that they've done. right? The residue of the heathen and Esau Edom, which is what the Balfour Declaration, right? But go ahead.
Can. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, like a prostitute.
Yeah,
right? Because they're wicked Edomites.
Yeah,
right?
breaking they call it.
Can. And little boys, we start with them too, but
yeah.
the adults.
Yeah.
But they had little boys out with them.
Yeah,
who they were sodomizing on a regular basis.
Watch Goodbye Uncle Tom. Yeah, the movie Goodbye Uncle Tom. Right? Go ahead.
Can. And sold a girl for wine that they might drink.
Yeah, because there was selling us for musket guns and wine and all these kind of things. These Africans, these Hamites, right? Because that is where the whole scene concerning the triangular transatlantic slave trade.
Guns, brandy, all those trade. Yeah,
and gunpowder and whatnot.
Clocks and clocks. They were bringing clocks and leather works that they make in Europe. Right?
And in America.
And how they were making that? When you sleep, they were making that from us in the Caribbean and the Americas. The raw materials was coming from here, going to Europe. When you triangulate, right? They had factories in Europe that were producing the finished goods, and those finished goods now they would take back to Africa to trade,
right?
To get more slaves.
But let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Part of the raw material also was alligator skin, which to be turned into leather. Now, how would they get the alligator skin?
They were at farms.
No,
that's all.
They would go on the plantation. They would go when the mothers go out to work on the plantation. They would go and take up the little 2-year-old baby and gator bait and tie them up and carry them to the swamp. And throw the baby into the swamp to go and catch them big bull alligators, right? So they can make the alligator wallet and the alligator boots and the alligator bag and what have you, right? But don't worry, sir. Don't worry about the topic. Now the topic on you, but not too much on you. We're dealing with ham tonight. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
What have ye to do with me, O who?
Tyre and Zidon.
Alright, hold it there now. What the hell do you mean by? Alright. That what verse?
Verse 4.
Alright, Tyre and Zidon. So now we go into the blue letter. We're going to prove something here. Right?
Strong's H 6865. Sword.
Right? Sword.
Sword.
Alright? So now let me find out who is Tyre. Tyrus, right? Tyre or Tyrus, which really means a rock, right? But what? The Phoenician city on the Mediterranean coast, right? Right? The Phoenicians celebrated for its rich, right? Because they were rich with what do you call it again? Because it's just above Israel, it's on the coastline by Israel and Syria, right? When you go into ancient maps and what have you, and they would see who they are. They were rich with trade and whatnot and what have you, right?
Yeah, ships, they're navy. They're serious navy.
Yeah, that's it. But right, which goes back to who? Hiram.
Ezekiel 28.
Yeah, we're going Ezekiel 28, but also Hiram, who helps King Solomon. He was the king of Tyre.
Yeah, correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Which was the Sidonians. Right? So Tyre and Zidon, let me go into Zidon. Right? Zidon, ancient Phoenician city on the Mediterranean coast north of Tyre, right? Right? And it, I don't want to go. I went to the till they mark up to hunt eagerly, and that what I was doing, hunting with them eagerly to sell us to the Arabs, right? Right? Use of snares laid, right? All that I was using us, they was hunting us down, Salakia. I'll take my time on top. Alright? So nowadays what we're to go and do. Go to Genesis 10. Go to Genesis 10 and go into the lineage of Canaan. I think like 10 and 10 or something like that.
And that's going to Canaan, right?
Yeah, Canaan.
Alright.
The sons of Canaan.
Alright, this is Genesis chapter 10 and verse 15. And Canaan begot Sidon.
Begot who?
Sidon.
Yeah.
His firstborn.
Zidon. Right? They are Canaanites. Right, go ahead.
His firstborn and Het. And the Jebusite. And the Amorite. And the Girgashite. And the Hivite. And the Arkite. And the Sinite. And the Arphadite. And the Zemarite. And the Hamathite. And afterward were the families of the Canaanites spread abroad.
Right? So you see Zidon is Zidon is one of the sons of is one of the sons of where you call them again?
Firstborn
son of Canaan. Alright, I'm going into something here.
And the land, they talk about the land here. Verse 19 actually talk about the land. The border of the Canaanites was from Sidon. Right? And thou comest to Shekerar unto Gaza.
Unto where?
Unto Gaza.
Right, because they had that whole land mass coming all the way straight down into Africa. Right? A matter of fact, these Hamites they had all up in Iraq. More than the Iraq which is ancient Babylon. Right? When you go to Samuel, not Samuel, Salakia, 1 Kings 4 and 5, 1 Kings 5 and 1 Salakia, and I will just jump. And Hiram, king of Tyre, sent his servants unto Solomon, for he had heard that they had anointed him king in the room of his father. For Hiram was ever a lover of David. And Solomon sent to Hiram, saying, Thou knowest how that David my father could not build an house unto the name of the Lord his God, for the walls which were about him on every side, until the Lord put them under the soles of his feet. Right, so I'm jumping out of verse 6. Now therefore command thou that they hew me cedar trees out of Lebanon, and my servants shall be with thy servants, and unto thee will I give hire for thy servants. This is Solomon talking to Hiram here, according to all that thou shalt appoint. For thou knowest that there is not among us any that can skill to hew timber like unto the Sidonians. Right? Like unto the Sidonians. So you're seeing the people of Tyre and Sidon, they are one. Right? They are sister nations. Right? And they are what? They are Hamites. They are from the lineage of Ham, which we know as the Africans today. So you see how everything linking up? And it going all the way straight back to the Bible. Right? So now, because we almost finished, because we here a good while now. You're going now. You're continuing in Joel 3, sorry.
Alright,
yeah.
We continue.
Yeah, Salakia.
Alright. Yeah. And what this Salakia, this is Joel chapter 3 and verse 4. Yeah. And what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
What have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, you stinking Hamites? And as I said like the last time, somehow I feel Mohammed Bello, them and his people, they could be one they could be a lineage of out of Canaan.
Yeah, it could be.
Could be.
It could be.
Right? They could be one of the Hivites or Hittites or maybe even Tyre itself.
But there were many of them, and well, you know, if you go back in your first Old Testament, you'll see all them inside the land. All those nations, those Canaanites. So they are that ancient hatred. Because they were driven out by who?
By us. Through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahshai. Alright? Go ahead.
Alright? And all the coasts of Palestine, will you render me a recompense?
Will you render me a recompense? Go ahead.
And if you recompense me,
if you try to pay back the Mosai,
swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head.
And that when the Mosai go and do recompense, you're going to turn your recompense upon your own head. So now drop that, go to Isaiah 45 and 14.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, and verse 14. Right? Thus saith Yahweh, the labor of Egypt and the merchandise of Ethiopia,
you Africans,
and of the Sabians, men of
you
stature,
Africans, yeah,
men of stature,
because you all are the ruling class in Africa, right? That is ruling and oppressing our people to this day. Go ahead.
Shall come over unto thee.
Shall come over unto us. This is what's going to happen to you. All you Fulanis. This is what's going to come to you. Read.
Right? Right? Come over unto thee and die, and they shall be thine.
And you all is going to bow to us. You all is going to bow. You all is going to bow to us. Right? Best believe that you all is going to bow. Go ahead.
They shall come after thee in chains.
In what?
In chains.
What's going to happen to Mohammed Bello?
They'll be in chains.
Yeah. All you Fulanis and all you Zulus and what have you, right? All you stinking Ethiopians, all is going to be coming to us bowing in chains. Go ahead.
In chains they shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee.
And they shall fall down unto us.
And bow down unto
bow.
thee. Right?
They're going to bow. Yeah? All that blood is still shed. Just imagine how wicked these Fulanis is. You all are the whole of the north. You all still coming down quite down to the south to still persecute us, boy.
And it's been really hard work too.
But again, Jake looking for that too, because they're still in Biafra. They still want a Roman Catholic and all these nonsense.
Yeah, Christianity, both the Yoruba and the Igbo.
And the Igbo. Yeah. But the Yoruba, they love the voodoo plenty. They love it bad.
Yeah.
They love
it.
One
of the Yoruba brothers that I know, like when I brought the truth to him, he tell me, you're a madman.
He telling you he's a madman.
Yeah,
in fact, he's a madman.
He tell me I crazy. He's sticking to the Christianity.
To the Christianity, yeah, to the parents teach him, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Pentecostal.
Yeah, that is how dotage there is. They've been breeded, boy. But go ahead.
Alright.
That is it from there?
Nah, let's finish reading.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, in chains I shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee.
They was going to beg. Yeah, you Fulanis is going to beg. Go ahead.
Saying, surely Yahweh is in thee.
Go ahead.
And there is none else.
And there is none else. No other God.
There is no power. There is none else. There is no power. Verily, thou art a power that hidest thyself. A power of Israel, the Savior. They shall be ashamed.
They shall what?
They shall be ashamed.
Yeah, you all are going to be ashamed. Go ahead.
And also confounded.
And also confounded.
All of them.
All of them. All you Africans. All you Hamites is going to be ashamed. All, each and every single one of you. All. Now, this is what I wanted to go to now.
Let me finish this now.
Yeah, go ahead.
They shall go to confusion together that are makers of idols.
Go now to Zephaniah 2 and 12. And then you have 2 more scriptures after that, and that is it.
Zephaniah 2 and 12. Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 12.
Yeah.
Ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by my sword.
Yeah, you Ethiopians also, the Messiah is going to slay you Ethiopians. You Hamites, the Messiah is going to slay by the sword. Go ahead.
And he will stretch out his hand against the north and destroy Assyria. We know that
which is America, right?
Yeah, will make Nineveh desolation and dry like a wilderness.
Yeah, which is America. That is America, because to this day Nineveh is still inhabited, which is that is in Iraq. So they're sure that is not ancient Nineveh you're talking about.
Tip off is the north,
right?
North country.
So now you're going to Jeremiah 33 and 3 now. After that you have 1 more scripture.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 33 and verse 3. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things, which thou knowest not. Right? For thus saith Yahweh, the power of Israel, concerning the houses of this city, and concerning the houses of the kings of Judah, which are thrown down by the mounts, and by the sword.
Right? By the mounts, which is the governmental structure of these nations. Right? By the sword. Go ahead.
They come to fight with the Chaldeans, but it is to fill them with the dead bodies of men, whom I have slain in my anger and in my fury, and for all whose wickedness I have hid my face from this city.
Right? Right? The Mosai, this goes back into now we're going to put this is twofold, you know, because the Chaldeans is Africa. Now let's go back to, I would say, threefold. Because it was talking about the Chaldeans going back to the Babylonian captivity, right? But who's the Chaldeans now in spiritual sense? The so-called white man. But again, when they go back again, the Chaldeans is really Hamites, right? And the Mosai did slay us by these Hamites, by Muhammad Bello's people. They catch where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
You understand? By Muhammad Bello's people, these Hamites. Right? Go ahead, read. For our wickedness. Go ahead.
Right? Behold, I will bring it health and cure.
You will what?
I will bring it health and cure.
And this is what's happening now. He bringing health, the Messiah is bringing health and cure towards his people. Waking us up in this last days for us to come back to remembrance. To come back to the laws, the statutes and commandments, and be holy and solely, faithfully unto the Messiah, so we can have a chance of salvation, which is going back into our land. Right? Go ahead.
Right? And I will cure them, and will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth.
Right? He will reveal unto us the abundance of peace and truth. Right? But nobody will have 100% truth. Go ahead.
Right? Right? And I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to return, and will build them as at the first.
In the presence of all you heathens. Go ahead.
And I will cleanse them from all their iniquity, whereby they have sinned against me. And I will pardon all their iniquities, whereby they have sinned, and whereby they have transgressed against me.
Yeah.
Right? You want to 9 then?
Yeah, go on to 9.
It shall be to me a name of joy, a praise and honor before all the nations of the earth.
Before all you heathens. Before all you heathens. So to you, Christianity, how the hell salvation can be for all?
Can.
Right? Go ahead.
Yeah. I can read this one.
Yeah.
Look at Joel chapter 2 and verse 27.
Go ahead.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
Boom. Can say that better.
and that I am Yahweh, your power.
Your power. He is our God. Our God. Go ahead.
And none else.
And none else.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
Because if it was so, he would have leave us to be totally wiped out, and we would have been ashamed. That would have been our shame, by us being totally wiped off the face of the map. Go ahead.
Can.
So go back now. Go ahead.
Right?
I love this truth.
Can.
I love it, and I'm willing to die for this truth.
Can. It's Jeremiah 33 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
Right? Continuing here, and it shall be to me a name of joy, praise, and honor before all the nations of the earth,
yes,
which shall hear all the good that I do unto them.
Which shall hear of all the good he doing unto us. Always going to hear it, and always going to see it with all your two eyes. All you nation, all you heathen nations, especially you Fulanis, right? You always going to see it, and you all can't do nothing about it.
Can.
Go ahead.
And they shall fear.
They shall what?
Fear.
You always going to fear, because when you all see the spiritual powers that we is going to be having.
Can. They shall fear and tremble.
And tremble.
And what I remind you of, that was the curses that were put upon us.
Yeah.
The cup passing over,
pass over to them now.
Yeah. They shall fear and tremble for all the goodness and for all the prosperity that I procure unto it.
So now go to Second Esdras, which is the last scripture. Second Esdras 2 and 27 and 28.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2 and verse 27.
Yeah, go ahead.
Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful.
Yeah.
But thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Yeah, right? Go ahead.
The heathen shall envy thee.
The what?
The heathen shall envy thee.
Yeah, you Fulanis is going to, we want you tonight. You Fulanis, you house of Fulanis, you are going to envy us pretty soon.
Can't they already do it now, but you envy us more.
You will envy us more. Go ahead.
But they shall be able to do nothing
They
against
shall be
thee.
what?
They shall be able to do nothing against
You all is
thee.
not going to do nothing against us when we get our spiritual power. So do all what you could do now. Do all what you could do now, because the time is coming where you won't be able to do no more. Simple as that. And with that, you know, I hope you all was edified. Alright? I'm happy that I was able to go over this hurdle here. You know, with all the trials that I'm going through right now in my life. You know. So I hope you've been edified, you know, all who take heed this. I hope you've been edified and help me out here now. You know, sometimes I'll be lost over it.
I hope this video was edifying to all the brothers and to understanding, you know, that we are Israel. Right? And if this even going to them brothers across there in Nigeria, right? Understand that, hey, if you're Igbo, right? Whether you're Yoruba, you're one.
And not only that, not only Igbo and Yoruba, oh gosh, Igbo, Yoruba, Mandingo, Tutsi,
the Ashanti,
Tawada, the Ashanti, Tawada, right? You all are one. You all are one. And to all those who we haven't called out, you know, you all are one, alongside one with two. The Aztecas, the Mayans, the Incas, the Taínos, the Caribs and the Arawaks. Which is what? The northern kingdom of Israel. Right? We all are one, and the Messiah is going to put us back together the way how it's supposed to be. And how it will be.
The two sticks
coming
back together. Right? Is the time for it now. Right? This is the Lord's chosen time. So wake up. Wake up and understand who you are.
We ain't no stinking Africans. Right? We are not brothers and sisters with these stinking Fulanis. Right? And they have a debt, an impending debt coming to them. So with that, Kal Halayam, La Alahaya Nawa, Yahweh Ba Sham Yahushai, Baharaka Kodash Shal Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai. Alright? Kwam Yasharala. Right? And double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach us the truth, who has 100% truth, right? Who labor in the truth for over 30-something years. For young brothers like myself who just only had 3 years in the truth, and how much?
Going on 2 years.
Going on 2 years, so that we could be able to learn from them and bring out this truth, right? So that the wicked of our people could continue to hate us. That is not a problem. That is not a problem, right? But we will continue to do this work until the Most High stop us from doing this work. That's the only way it will stop. Right?
Pulling down strongholds, spiritual strongholds, right? And Esau kingdom and Eden, kingdom and Eden being destroyed, right? By this word. Right? So all praises to our
Basham. Right? So double honors unto the apostles and elders, double honors, double honors, double honors. Because you all labored, but you all labored. Can't take that away from you all. And to the brothers, likewise, salutations unto them, because you all risking your lives and your freedom just so the same way. Right? Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites, and to the Aquats, shalom unto you all too, who being faithful for the truth here. Shalom. Barakatam. And hey, death to Esau, and to your house of Fulanis, death to all the two. Shalom. Shalom.